good morning. This is Purist here with another part of the Other Worlds. Last time we found out how much of a shit place this system is, where humans are labeled as assets. This is like my worst nightmare. I mean, this is basically like another way to instigate like cyberpunk. This is basically cyberpunk, except via way of like mid-30s propaganda, kind of. Yeah. It's weird. Anyway, we just talked to this. Now we gotta put the squeeze on Conrad to get him to pay his fees. But I think we'll leave that for now. I think we'll go to the boss man. See if we can get the stuff. I mean, you know what, I'm just passing. Am I supposed to check his back room? Fuck, that scared me. Hi.
What can I do for you?
Got some questions for you?
Go ahead.
Oh, never mind.
What can I do for you?
Look like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
I don't know if you use the term doctor loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
Looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
Your vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
Scientism.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority.
I should go. Well, you shouldn't seal it right in front of him. I looked in his back room. Ah. Letter from Phyllis Granger, the bitch we stole from in the last episode. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Space's choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking we were pulling off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down to his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry him out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. We use the bits to pay his body price and no one's the riser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis G.
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use this as collateral for your gravesite fees?
You know about Eugene? How?
I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things. I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
Well, no shit.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Ask forgiveness from the vicar later.
The good Vicar Maximilian and I have never quite seen eye to eye, but your point is well taken. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Alright. Bye. I'll just clean this up. There we go. Run, 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 run. Hey, dude.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Me to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from she mentioned to get him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
It's getting a bit too absurd for me. Let's change the subject.
Suit yourself. What's on your mind?
About those fees you wanted.
You run into any trouble?
Shit. Okay.
Something I can do for you? Yeah? Something I can do for you?
Okay. How do I... Oh! Ludwig's gravesite fees. Shit, I haven't completed it. Where's the Ludwig? Oh, all the way down there. I have to go around the thing. Ooh, stairs. Yay, stairs. cartridge? That's fucking massive, man. Some... Cute.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe me your graveside fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did, and he's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
Alright, I'll leave you be. Okay, did that update or not? I think that did update. Should be fine. Running and running and running, running and running and running, running and running and running and running. Holy shit, I have a lot of fucking stamina.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble?
I'm all done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you. So how about you pay me a little bit extra?
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Alright. Something for a little bit more tangible, maybe?
Oh, suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernethy's trying to hide his own illness, by the way.
Abernethy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
He was convinced that you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernethy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
Alright. That's all for now. Halcyon, is that the name of this place? Alright, let's go to the tippy top. Tuna Cannery. Logs. Superly foreman or supervisor. Los Alamos compensates the company. Working very rates. Fine.
Miss Holcomb, I need you to explain this with less of the grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Excuse me?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
You must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Space's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I am looking for a power regulator, if you have one.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Yeah, I don't think these people would take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
I've seen Edgewater. I can't blame these workers for walking out.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
These workers must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Can't make any promises, mate.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
I could use the company, sure.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, let's get going then. Ooh, ah! I should turn those off. That was fucking loud. Gain a companion. Characters to join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. They can provide combat support, their skills enhance my skills. Increase carrying capacity, that seems obvious. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with inspiration. Know more about your companions in the companion ledger. I got some skill points. Right. Come on. Parvati in the elevator. Come on. In the... There we go. Okay, where would I wanna... I'm using these dialogue ones. Good, so... Let's increase... Up to 40. And let's get up. Take long guns up to 20. Pretty good. Yep. Ow. Ow. Alright.
Hey, ma'am.
Yeah,
Can
yeah?
we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about the deserters? What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How well would you know the deserters? You worked with them? You were friends? What?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed.
Aw.
He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Fair. You know this Adelaide we mentioned?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't really leave it at that. Why were they arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words.
Aha.
If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her.
I mean, I can't really blame anyone for wanting to leave. This sounds got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright. Let's go in. Speak to the vicar. Alright.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out.
This looks like a church. Kind of.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Well, you're not technically in here. Really? Hiya.
Talking to the good vicar always lifts up my spirits.
Ooh, look at this. That's cool.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Well, iconography is very interesting. Hello.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
What? No,
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Alright. It's a good place to end it. We have a bit of a conundrum on our hands. It certainly smells like a quote-unquote decision. Well, not really quote-unquote capital letter decision. So, yeah, come back next week if you want to see where this goes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I've been Purist, signing off. Like and subscribe, do all that jazz. See you later.